What's up, everybody? Look, I want to give you a quick video and just kind of talk about something and a mistake that I think people are going to make in the Solana ecosystem, because what we're seeing on Solana right now is something we've never seen before. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about that. Well, where Solana is right now is probably the best, in my opinion, it's ever been from an ecosystemic perspective. I mean, the amount of liquidity, the amount of volume, the amount of excitement we've been seeing around things like Myro, things around WIF, things around Bonk, things around Ponky, things around Jupe. I mean, it's been absolutely insane, and it's something I've never really seen before. As an agency owner, someone who manages over 25 YouTubers, I've never seen the amount of sponsorship offers and partnership offers and deal flow from the Solana ecosystem ever before over the last few years. And I think that's a testament to the hard work that the team at Solana has done to continue to build out this chain and build out this ecosystem. But at the end of the day, we've never seen it before, never like this, okay? And as a result of that, the investors in the Solana ecosystem have never seen what comes after this, okay? Every ecosystem that has moments like this, that does extremely well, every ecosystem will slow down at some point. You're going to see liquidity flow from that ecosystem to another ecosystem to some degree. Now, there will be your fan investors, your hardcore investors who aren't going anywhere. Yes, that will happen, right? But at the end of the day, the hype and excitement and every single thing on Solana going to a 1 million market cap will slow down, at least for a few months. It's normal. I'm a Solana stand. Solana holds 17% of my entire portfolio, and considering Bitcoin's the other 50 to 55%, that goes to show you how much investment I have in Solana, considering I own over 40 cryptos, right? But at the end of the day, we have to be realistic in the sense that it'll probably slow down. And when the time comes that this thing does slow down, the mistake that people are going to make is being married to the cryptos that they bought towards the end of this cycle. The ones that had just came out, the ones that had just popped up, the ones that had just developed and just started building a community before the Solana ecosystem started to pull back. The ones who were screaming, look, we just launched at the wrong time. Trust me, when liquidity enters back into Solana, we're going to be the ones that take over Myro. We're going to kill Myro. We're going to kill Bonk. We're going to do things of that nature, right? And although that may be true for some of them, it's not true for most of them, okay? It's just the name of the game. It's just quite simply how this goes. It won't be true for most of them. And if you marry those cryptos, the ones you're buying right now, you guys know I've been adding to my Solana bag. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to stop buying Solana cryptos. I'm going to keep doing it, but I'm doing it smart, because at the end of the day, if you marry them, most of them are going to be losers. 80%, I would say. 80% to 90% are probably not going to recover when liquidity re-enters back into the Solana ecosystem after that cool down has happened. Why is that, Tyler? Well, the reason being is that a lot of the cryptos that launched right now, the ones that have launched recently, are a bunch of developers that are chasing the Solana narrative, okay? They're the ones who are trying to get on this Solana narrative before it's too late. And realistically, when they realize that they're too late, they're not going to try to reignite that crypto in 2 or 3 months. They're just going to make a brand new one at the beginning of the cycle. And then that crypto is going to be the one that catches momentum early on, right? They're likely not going to try to recover that crypto or revive that crypto. They're just probably going to abandon it to some degree and then go to a next one and get that new start, fresh start, new community, fresh tokenomics, fresh branding, things of that nature, right? And so because of that, if you sit around and you're marrying all of these cryptos that you're buying right now, you're probably going to put yourself in a position in which you do end up losing a lot of the money you put into them, right? And so the way that I would go about it is still invest in them, because you never know. This Jupe airdrop may reignite a liquidity cycle in Solana. You never know, right? And that's the reason I'm still investing into it. But when the time does come where these things get ugly, it's going to get really ugly. And so because of that, the ones you're investing into now, don't put the same amount of money that you were 3-4 weeks ago into something like a Myro or whatever. Put less, in my opinion. Put a little bit less into these new ones that pop up, because you never know when the Solana ecosystem is going to start to slow down, as it inevitably will. And so that's not being bearish. That's not FUD. I don't care what any of you trolls in the comments say about me fudding Solana, the ecosystem that I'm the most excited about, right? It's just reality. And reality says, again, that it will slow down. And if you are going all in right now, if you're putting huge amounts of money into each one of these cryptos that launch on Solana's ecosystem, you're setting yourself up for failure. And even if you do that, don't marry them. Be okay with taking losses. Be okay with pulling the profits that you have. Be okay with just being at a 30% loss and be like, you know what, I'm going to take this other 70% and put it into something in a couple months that has a better odds of doing well, right? Things of that nature. Do not marry them. Don't sit there and think it's going to come back, it's going to come back, it's going to come back, because the likelihood is most of them won't. Some of them will become vets. That is true. I think like a Myro or a Bonk or a Ponky or whatever, some of those I think will become veterans of the Solana ecosystem and be some of those staple meme coins, kind of like a Shiba Inu or a Doge or whatever. But at the end of the day, most of them won't. And so look to see, is this going to be a vet? Like realistically, is this going to be one that's proven itself, that has some type of utility, that has a strong enough community and a strong enough network? And if not, it's probably best to just cut losses when this ecosystem does slow down and get ready for the next liquidity cycle next time, okay? So I hope you kind of get what I'm saying here. I hope you understand that it's not a bad thing. It's normal. It's what happens in crypto. And you will have better opportunities coming forward. So there's no need to hold on to the opportunities of the past. Okay, so with that in mind, I hope you guys do enjoy these quick little thought process videos. I've been out in Cancun. We've just been hanging out here. We kind of impulsively decided to come up here on Sunday. We left like 6 hours later, and we'll be here until tomorrow. And when I'm out here, I just like to think and just kind of get a mental grip on all of these things and kind of put my thoughts together about how I want to approach this market. So if you do enjoy these videos where I'm just kind of chatting and talking, let me know down in the comments below. But I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.